Hey guys, today I want to introduce you to a video series I'm going to be making. This series isn't going to be a quick series. It's going to take me a while to do it. You know, the videos will be few and far between. I'll be doing them as I have the money and the time to do it. But this is about my Plan C bug out. So Plan A, well, first of all, where I'm bugging out is about 15 miles up the highway. It's not a huge major highway, but it's a pretty big highway around here in Central Oregon. So Plan A, obviously, is jump in the rigs and drive, taking the highway. If that is not an option to take the highway, if there are roadblocks or something I can't get to the highway, my plan B is still driving, but my neighborhood backs up to BLM land. So I can actually cut through BLM land most of the way. I only have to cross the highway at a couple of points and places where there wouldn't be roadblocks, basically. So that's Plan B. Plan C, I'm leaving the vehicles behind because I just, for some reason, you know, the vehicles aren't running or who knows why. But this is about my Plan C bug out vehicle. So this is something I've been thinking about for a while now, and my wife and I finally made the first step yesterday, actually last night. We were at Walmart picking up a few things, and we said, what the hell? Decided to look down one aisle, and our Walmart, it's between the right between the outdoors section and the toys. That's the bike section. We found a couple of pretty decent bicycles on clearance for $60 each. So we pulled the trigger. Let me show you. So there's mine. It's the Green Machine, I just called it. Alright, so there's my wife's bike. They will not be staying this color for long. And there's Mr. Tank. The dogs don't know what to think about these bicycles. They're kind of scared of them whenever we move them around. Now, since you see Tank, let's go ahead and put Dozer on. Dozer, say hi. Alright, so these are our bikes, and they are going to be modified quite a bit. First thing to go is the paint. Very first thing I'm going to do to these things, I'm going to take them apart, strip them down, and repaint them some nice flat camo colors that'll blend in the desert here. Some of the plans I want to do is, well, first of all, after painting, the very next thing is getting better tires and tubes. The tires on my wife's bike are pretty decent. Mine are trail tires, so I want to get something a little bit more aggressive. Kind of going back and forth between the tubes. You know, I'm trying to decide if I want a solid tube, so I don't have to worry about flats, don't have to carry around a pump, or do I go with something like the slime tubes that have the slime in them to seal the tubes, but and they're thicker than regular tubes. But you know, I'd still have to carry around a pump and possibly a patch kit. It's a trade-off because the solid tubes, the no flats, they're heavier, so it's going to make going a little harder, but they won't go flat. So I don't know. That's one thing I'm kicking around. That's the second step, or well, really the third step. First step was buying these things. Second step is painting them. Third step is tires and tubes. After that, this is where it's going to take a little time, just getting the time and the money. These things are going to be heavily modified with baskets or bags or basically storage. You know, I want to be able to load up these things at least with the contents of our bug out bags, at least minimum, if not more. Another thing down the road I'm looking at is getting a bike trailer, at least one, if not two. But you know, something I can hook up behind my bike and pull and have even more storage, so I can, you know, bring more gear. So, anyways, that's the video series I'm gonna start. Like I said, it'll take a while. It's not gonna be you know, I'm gonna be done in a month or anything. You know, I'm hoping to be done by the end of the year. I also want to get these bikes out in the desert and test them out as they sit, as they are. There's a couple things that I'm not too thrilled about on these bikes, but for $60 a piece, you know, I'm just gonna have to work around them. First off, my wife's bike has front suspension and rear suspension. I wanted to stay away from the rear suspension just because it cuts into the frame space down here, which is a good spot to put a small bag. Now, they make bags that'll fit in the frames, and I'll be able to do that with my bike, but not hers. So I'm losing a little bit of room there. And really, I didn't want suspension at all. I mean, yeah, it makes the ride a little smoother, but it's also one more thing that can break. And I want these things to be solid machines that I don't have to worry about, really. Also on the list for more comfortable seats, these things are pretty terrible. And I learned firsthand last night. Like I said, we picked them up last night at Walmart, and we weren't planning on getting bikes, so we were in my wife's car. You know, it's a Dodge Caliber, so it's the hatchback. But we could only fit her bike in the back of her car. I actually had to ride my bike home last night, which isn't a big deal. You know, it's only like a quarter mile or something from the house, but man, it was just stupid that I had to ride home in the dark. I didn't even have a flashlight on me to light the way or anything, so that, you know, was kind of stupid, but it is what it is, right? So anyways, I want to thank you for watching. Hopefully, you know, I'll be able to get some good videos out of this process and bring you along with me and show you our bug out bikes. Or our Plan C, what it is. Of course, you don't want to know what Plan D is. That's throwing the pack on and hiking, which isn't too bad. It's only about, like I said, about 15 miles through BLM land, but you know, you can carry more with a bike. I can carry more with the rig, so that's Plan A and B. Anyways, like I said, hope I get some good video out of this process for you. It's going to be a long process, so stick with it, and hopefully it'll turn out really good. Stay tuned for some more beard rules. I think we're just about done. I'm gonna have to check. This may be the last episode of Beard Rules. Catch you on the next video. It's a sad day. I have the last 5 beard rules. There are no more, unless we come up with more. Let's get started. Beard rule number 51. Bearded men make better lovers. Everything. Beard rule number 52. A beard is not an accessory. A face is. Beard rule number 53. Men don't cry. We water our beards.
Beard rule number 54. No scarf? No problem. And last, but certainly not least, beard rule number 55. A beard is awesome seeping through your face. If you can come up with any more beard rules, go ahead and put them in the comments section, and if they're good enough, we'll add them and we'll continue. Until then, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on the next video.